Hello there, and welcome to the stream. It's a match watch along from me, George, on the Bearded Peacock channel, obviously Leeds United channel. We're watching tonight. Sheffield United faced Cardiff City at Bramall Lane. It's a big game at both ends of the table. Obviously, implicates Leeds United greatly, and that is why I am watching this one on the channel. I'd have watched it anyway, so I might as well go live and do a watch along. It seems to have gone down well with a lot of people, and gained a bit more traction for the, for my channel. So that's really, really good. And obviously the game kicks off at 5:30. It's now what, 5:16, so just less than 15 minutes to go. And we're here talking through this game. Obviously, Burnley have won earlier on in the day. They did go 1-0 down at Watford, but they did claw it back to 2-1 winners. Josh Brownhill got the winning goal in the end. James Trafford starring in that game, making a really good couple of saves there to keep Watford at bay. And then Burnley came back. 2 red cards in that game for Watford. They did end it up on with 9 men at the end. So yeah, we're watching this game now. 12 minutes till kickoff. If you're joining me here, nobody is just as of yet, but if you are, then remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to. And we will go on to see what happens in this game. I'm just putting up the starting lineup, so just bear with me. The person who is watching, good evening to you. I hope that you are doing well and have had a good Friday, a good Friday. But yeah, just bear with me as I type these starting 11s up onto the scroller. As we see, is it Riza, the Cardiff City manager, Omar Riza? And yes, hello to the one person watching this in readiness. So you've gone, but anyway, I'm sure we will get people in, hopefully, as the game gets underway. Cardiff needs something here, don't they? They're really struggling at the bottom end of the table. They are in the relegation zone at the moment, I believe. So yeah, they need something, don't they? Which is good for us, really, because it means that they'll come out and have a go, hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Trying to get that to scroll across the screen if I can. Hello, Aaron. Hello, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you've had a good day as well. Yes, I hope you've had a good day. Trying to get this to scroll along the screen. I don't think it will, so we're just going to have it like this. And 2 people watching. Hello, Aaron. The Cambridge win. I can't believe that. I can't believe how badly Huddersfield Town have gone. It's ridiculous, really. Huddersfield, of course, my hometown team. Yes, just typing up these startings 11s before before the game gets going, and of course Burnley won. So, did you go there today? Did you, Aaron? Did you go to Huddersfield? Yep. Did you go? Mansverk. Robertson. Hello to the two people watching. Hoping for a good game here. Hopefully, Cardiff do get the win. It's more important than ever now, isn't it? Really, the last time I did do a watch along, it was Sheffield Coventry, and Sheffield won by 2 goals to 2 goals. I think it was 3-1 actually, wasn't it, in the end? Switch it off now after my little pep talk. Oh yeah, did you talk to them today, did you? Oh, what did you say to them, mate? Cool. I know Matty played, didn't he? But yeah. Yeah, I can't seem to get that one to go around as well. Lol. Yeah. Well, fair enough. I mean, Matty played, didn't he? Like I said, but yeah, not a good result at all. At all for them. Right, I've been off this ticker thing because it's only got the. There you go. We'll put the score down there. That's all everybody wants to know, isn't it, really? So, yes, thank you for watching and tuning in. You had a conversation with the Huddersfield Town team then, did you, Aaron, this afternoon? But, welcome along to the watch along. There's 6 minutes to go now before kickoff. Oh, you talked to the Cambridge team, did you? How did you manage that then? So, how did you manage that? Obviously, yeah, like you said, take full credit for the win there. How did you swing that one, speaking to a whole professional football team? I know Chunga was playing, wasn't he? They like him at Town. I know he was playing. Yep, they're building it up here now. A little bit of a montage. Obviously, I've got the sound off so I can comment on the goings on and speak to everybody in the comments. Hopefully, people will join in. Let's wait and see what happens. If there's not many people and I'm not feeling it, you know what it's like. I will probably duck out at half time, but let's wait and see on that one. But yes, get involved in the comments there below, and as we're going on, and remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to, and all that stuff. And yeah, we'll the game will get going in 5 minutes, and we can start to talk about some football really. But yeah, it's just the darts. There's some darts on. What has everybody been up to today? A little bit of a windy, wet day really here. So I don't know wherever you are, where you're watching. It might have been a nicer day. I don't know, but certainly wasn't the best days here. A bit of a montage is golf. I don't quite know the relevance of this. Obviously, it's Rory McIlroy winning the Masters, and then it's back to Cardiff and Sheffield, and forged in steel, it says. And we're ready, waiting for the game to kick off now. 4 minutes to go. They're putting up the table, of course. We're sitting in second. Burnley did win earlier on 91 points. We're on 88. Sheffield United back in 83. Now Burnley 8 points ahead of Sheffield United now in first position. Hopefully later on I will not be doing a watch along for the Leeds United match, but I will be, of course, watching it. And fingers crossed we do get a win. Cardiff are second bottom after today's other games, just a point below Derby County in 21st, though a win would take them as high as, well, it would just take them a place, wouldn't it? Upper place. Because I think Hull lose to Swansea? Yeah. Hull lost 1-0 to Swansea. So it's a big game, this, for both teams. Sheffield United really do need to go and get a win. Then they would sit 2 points behind us. Obviously, we would have to play. And if we win, it goes back to 5. So massive game, this. Hopefully, obviously, my allegiances today are with Cardiff City. Let's really hope that they get something. At least a draw wouldn't be, any points taken away from Sheffield United at this point, it's all good. So yeah, we need Cardiff to do us a favour here, and hopefully they come out and they play well, and they get something from this game. I mean, a win from our point of view would be enormous for ourselves and Burnley, wouldn't it? So let's wait and see. But the ease that Burnley won, I did watch a little bit of that game. The ease of they won was quite something, really. Obviously, it was helped by the 2 red cards, but they didn't even play very well. But they just seemed to, win the game, and that's just all that seems to happen for them. So it's we that's the sort of thing we're coming up against. Obviously, us being Leeds United fans, majority of us, and I'm sure the 3 people watching are probably as well. You think, Leeds are going to mess up, but realistically, any other team looking at that, thinking Leeds away at Oxford tonight, there's only going to be one winner, and hopefully there will be. Hopefully there will be, but yeah, it's naturally, us being Leeds United fans, are always going to think the worst of our team, but. Yeah, I mean, I'd say Oxford just need probably a few points to secure their safety in the division next season. As we see Chris Wilder chewing gum in his mouth, should be ashamed of his actions over the last few weeks, to be quite honest. But that's for another conversation. Sheffield United getting ready, hand clapping, high fiving before the game. Cameras on Tyrese Campbell. Last 4 home appearances, he scored 3. The only one he didn't score against was Millwall in the last one. Obviously, nobody did. They lost 1-0, which was great from our point of view. Evening, Michael. It's just me. It's not out, but Aaron is in the comments, of course. I don't know if he still is. I don't know. But there's 4 people watching now. Welcome along to everybody watching. The game is just about to kick off. And I've been on for about 15 minutes so far. Just a little build up. Obviously, like I said, Burnley won earlier on in the day. Yeah, hopefully we will win later on, and we can march on potentially 8 points clear of Sheffield United. Let's wait and see, because we could end the day as little as 2 points ahead of them. So yeah, its implications are massive now, and we need to hold our nerve and and get sorted. Hi, Pele 10, how you doing, mate? So here we go then. Seems to have been a big build up to this game. Is Sheffield United answer to Leeds United? Melier dropped, or is he out due to injury? Who are you talking about, Michael? There's the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper's playing Cooper. Who are you talking about, mate, there? So we're just about to kick off then on my stream here. Glad I don't have to listen to Don Goodman. It's saying he's a co-commentator, and off we go. So yes, Sheffield United in the traditional red and white stripes with black shorts and black socks. Cardiff City in their traditional blue shirts, white shorts, and blue socks as well. Robinson. Oh yeah, I suppose maybe they've dropped Robinson, have they? Yeah, he's at. I saw a lot of the Sheffield United fans not happy at all with Robinson actually, and that might have been due to their sort of bad form. So obviously he's been dropped. Fair enough. Early free kick comes in for Cardiff City in the penalty box. The headers go up. Mate's got the ball. Is that a free kick? No, they've still got it, Cardiff, and it's cleared away for a throw-in around halfway for Cardiff City. Cardiff look like they've started a little bit on the front foot, only a minute or so in, but yeah, Cardiff look kind of comfortable on the ball here. The American goalkeeper, I think it's Horath, boots it long, header up there, and Sheffield United have the ball back. Good tackle though on halfway line, and Cardiff have it back there. But back with Sheffield in there. Defensive area on the left back position, just playing it around at the back here. But yeah, it looks like Cardiff have started quite well here, actually. I put more fancy dress ideas for you and Aaron in comment of last vid, George. Okay, mate, I'll have a look. And thank you for any, ideas or things that, you'd like to see or anything like that. Obviously, I'm all up for seeing what people who are watching want to see. I'll do it. That's how you build a channel, isn't it? So, hoping to build this up. I've been doing it for years. It'd be great to finally get some substantial numbers on it. Michael says Leeds United has to be a must win to heap the pressure on the Blades and to increase Leeds' chances of auto. Plus, to keep pace with Burnley for a possible title win. Yeah, of course, Michael. You say it there, right? Yeah, of course. We could do with Sheffield dropping points here. We need to keep the pressure on. I don't really care what Burnley do. I must be completely honest. I don't care about winning the title. Really, if we win the title, it's a bit of a bonus, and I'm sure there's a bit more in the coffers for Leeds if they do win the title. But from my personal point of view, I really couldn't care less whether we win the title or whether we couldn't go up a second place. It doesn't really affect me if Burnley winning today. It's as long as we can keep pace with them, but as much as anything, all we need to do is stay away from Sheffield United and keep clear of them, and we will be we'll be there or thereabouts. Because I think Burnley are pretty much up as Tyrese Campbell goes clean through here. Good challenge that from the Cardiff City defender there, and he boots it clear up to halfway line. Very good tackle because Tyrese Campbell, we know he's got pace. He was bearing down on goal there, just 3.5 minutes into the game. Good tackle that. They look up for it, Cardiff. Yeah, they look up for it. The fans are there in numbers. But yeah, that was a really, really good tackle from the Cardiff City. Number 3. Who is, I don't know, was it Fish, actually? I don't know, but it was a good block, that. It was a good block. And yeah, well done to him. 4 or so minutes in now, Sheffield United just have it in the defence, playing it around. Is that Vinny Sousa? I think it is. He sprays it out to his right-hand side, just over halfway now for Sheffield United. Is it Admahodzic? He's gone forward, but he's lost the ball and he's out of position now. Can they get it right, Cardiff? He's been hauled down. It's a free kick on halfway now for Cardiff City. Like I said, they look up for it, Cardiff here. It's sprayed out to the right-hand side. Just playing it around in the Cardiff City half. But they look up for it. They look up for it, and it should make for a good game, this. Booted clear. Down the right-hand side. Oh, Matey's got the better of him. He's bearing down on the penalty box into the penalty area there, but he's tackled by Sidney Peck, I think, and he's put it out. Oh, it's Rob Holding, and he's put it out for a throw-in down that right-hand side. But he just beat him there. He just beat him. He's a big bloke. Is Maite, former Reading player, isn't he? The ball just bounced, and he just muscled him out the way and then bared down on the penalty box, but Holding got back and nicked the ball and managed to save the corner. It's out for a throw-in, but he's in for a game. Is Rob Holding there by the look of it? He's holding his shirt there by the look of it. The ball is all the way in the penalty box and cleared for a Cardiff City throwing down their left-hand side. As we see Omar Ariza in our view, the ball is thrown into the pitch. It's now in the middle of the pitch. Playing around, I think it's O'Dowd, is it there? Just on the left-hand side now. Cardiff just playing with the ball a bit. Keeping their possession well. Sheffield United have it back, though, in the middle there, just on halfway. Oh, ball down the left-hand side. It's a nice-looking one. Can he get there? No, he's crowded out, and the referee says no foul. Cardiff have it back down the down their right-hand side. Sorry now. Oh, it's a poor ball though, and it's given back to Sheffield United, the goalkeeper. All in orange, Mr. Cooper for Sheffield United. Passes it out to Chowdhury on the left, in the left back position. Sidney Peck now has it in the middle of the park. Sprays out to the right-hand side. And Sheffield United just playing with the ball a little bit. 2 people watching, thank you very much for watching. Remember to share the video and let people know I'm live if you want to come in. That's just gone up to 4, so thank you very much. Oh, down the right side. Is that a penalty? It looked a little bit of a naughty challenge, that, but Sheffield United have it back, muscled out the way. They're well done, Cardiff City. Playing really, really determined football here. Winning the ball back well. Kevin Otto, happy Easter, George. Thank you, mate. Happy Easter to you as well. What have you been up to in today? The Good Friday, of course. Easter stretches all the way till Easter Monday. A lot of people back to work on Tuesday. Michael, I was watching an Oxford United podcast and they were interviewing their winger Stan Mills, who was talking about the Leeds United upcoming match. He grew up in Leeds, watching his father Danny Mills at ER. Wow, it's Danny Mills' son, that is it? Wow, and he plays for Oxford, does he? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, Stanley Mills. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Fair enough. Kevin Otto just came out of church and fed the homeless. That's really good. Well done, Kevin. Well done, Kevin. That's a really good thing to do. Missed the Burnley game. Yeah, well, no worries, mate. I mean, we Burnley won, didn't they, in the end? So I don't think there's any real surprise in that. So, but that's a really good thing of you to do there. And, sounds like a good, wholesome day. So well done to you, Kevin. And now watching Sheffield United. Are you watching the game, Sheffield United match? We're at 0-0, 9 minutes in now. Sheffield United just playing with it at the back, just at the moment on the left-hand side. So it's been a bit of it's been a bit cagey, hasn't it, these opening first minutes, and you'd kind of expect that to be the case. Really, you would say in the game of such magnitude, really. Sheffield United, they have to win this for me. And so do Cardiff, because Cardiff are right at the bottom, the second bottom. They really, really need to pull something out because Cardiff City, regardless of, what you feel about them, bit of rivalry between Leeds and Cardiff, regardless of what you think about them, Cardiff City probably really shouldn't be playing third division football, should they really? But that doesn't mean they're immune to it. Can I ask you, we never beaten a Rowett side, Fark? I mean, you mean Fark's never beaten Rowett in a championship game, Kevin? Is that what you're saying? I don't know the facts, to be honest with you. Yeah, Aaron says no fancy dress required. Is that because you're already wearing one, Aaron? I don't know. But nice to have you back in the building. Yes, I don't know, mate. Right, okay. Well, hopefully tonight will be it'll be different for him and for us. I'm sure it will be. I anticipate Leeds will win the game, but yeah, it's probably not going to be easy. He always had the better of him. Yeah, seems so. Then if yeah. No, I didn't, Aaron. Yes, absolutely not. No, I just noticed that you had gone awry for a bit and you hadn't been in the comments. But of course, it's good to have you here, mate. And watching myself watch the game. So 5 people in here now watching. So remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to. We are watching Sheffield United against Cardiff City. It is 0-0 after 11 and a half minutes here. So Michael says Stan Mills scored Oxford's consolation goal against QPR in their home defeat. He was talking fondly of going to ER as a kid, watching his father Danny Mills playing at Ellen Road, his first football experience. All right, okay, fair enough, fair enough. That's yeah, that's very good, very good. Right. Well, just bear with me then. But yeah, 0-0, 12 minutes into the game here. And we're just setting this up. And we will be back in shortly. But yes, we're just setting this up now as the game carries on. So talk amongst yourselves just for the moment, and we will be back to it shortly. But yes, will Burnley ever lose this season? I don't know, Michael. Honestly, I don't think so. They've only 3 games to go. It just seems inevitable that they would go and win that game today, even after falling 1-0 behind. Wilder will go, and of course he will. Kevin, it's all good for us because we can sit back and watch it with our popcorn there. Fancy dress Watchalongs of the future. I don't know about that, but you never know. Pele, Dale. Hi, George. Burnley win. Sheffield United will win. Then we will fuck up tonight because that's what Leeds do. It certainly is, Dale, but I don't know. Today feels a little bit different, really. I think tonight, today, this time it just feels slightly different for me. But I don't know, mate. It's just you don't really want to predict it, do you? It's one of them, but I think we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it's not cut and dry. I don't think that Sheffield win this game. They haven't really looked anything special in the first sort of 15 minutes, so I'm not really, really sure what's going to happen. But, they do look a little bit dry for me, actually, so far to Sheffield United. Not much has happened, really, as Howarth, the American goalkeeper, has it in his hands. All in sort of pale green he is today. I think Fark going to risk Dan James tonight. He might do, Kevin. Not sure, really, mate. Again, Manos Solomon and Willie Nonto, they had a decent game, didn't they, against Preston? So whether he goes again for that, whether Dan's fit enough. I mean, if Dan's fit enough, you'd play him, wouldn't you, really? Let's be completely honest. But yeah, let's wait and see, really. Michael, the last time the top three all won over the same weekend and weekday was 10 weeks ago. Is that right? Wow. That's incredible. That's an incredible stat, that. But yeah, it doesn't seem to happen very often nowadays, does it, really? And I don't think it'll happen today. It might happen on Monday. It can't happen on Monday, sorry, can it? Because they both play each other. But so this is, it's do or die, this, I think, for Sheffield United. It really, really is. And if they lose, then, they're going into the Burnley game on Monday with a real problem, aren't they? So, hopefully Cardiff can give them that problem. Because, we want it really easy. We want it easy, don't we? I know Dale says it's what Leeds do. We mess up. But, it doesn't have to be like that, does it? 7 people watching now. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's going on 10 to 6 in the evening. The Cardiff goalkeeper has it in his hands again. And I'll just bring in somebody here to say good evening to Mr. Aaron Marshall. Good evening, Aaron.
Hello.
Hello, Aaron.
Can you hear me, sir?
Absolutely, I can. You're live on the show.
Oh, lovely. How are you, sir?
Yes, very well, Aaron. Thank you. Oh, yeah, look. Very well. It sounds like a raucous atmosphere.
Oh, it's raucous. Very raucous here in the Marshall household, George.
Yes, well, that's good. That's good. It's all good on a Friday evening. Oh, Cardiff, are they going to score? Oh, they nearly did.
No. Listen, George, Cardiff, very compact, very composed so far. They're just doing that. They're doing a number on them, if I'm being honest. It's all good. Sheffield,
they're doing all right.
They don't look anything special, George.
No, I must admit, well, they never do. I've seen them a few times, Aaron, and they've never looked anything special at all. So it's just one of them. I just don't feel like, I don't know. Somehow you realise, you think, how are they even up at the top? Because they never really seem to play very well, and yet they always seem to just stink out a couple of goals out of nowhere or something like that. The only time they really did play well for me was when I saw them play against Coventry, and they wiped the floor with them.
But Cardiff, Coventry then were poor.
They were poor that evening.
Really poor.
I mean, Coventry have had another good result today, haven't they?
Yeah, they're on form. They're doing everything they need to do. They're going to really cement the place in the playoffs, aren't they? But
I think they will. I think they'll get the playoffs, won't they? I think Coventry will.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing is, though, George, if we win tonight, and like what we said on our show yesterday, and we win on Monday, and Burnley beat them, that's it. We're up. It's done.
Well, yeah, there's not much more to do now, is there, Aaron? Really, when you look at it, there's a little bit of time to go, but anything can still happen. But the games are wheeling down now, and we're really in with
Well,
opportunity now.
there's no doubt about it. This result here, George, will be fantastic. If this was a draw, it will be an absolutely brilliant draw.
Yeah. Because if we win, then what we're going 6 points clear of them, 7 points clear, 6 points, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
if we win.
yeah, well, if we win, if they drop points, so there's all ifs and buts, aren't really, at this point. There's only 20 minutes into this game, and anything can happen. And Michael says here, Oxford United will be dangerous with their set pieces, long throws into the box, which caused Sheffield United all sorts of problems. Burnley or Sheffield United failed to win at Oxford United this season. They did. So it doesn't mean that we're going to, though, does it? It's a completely different game. We have to go in there with the positive attitude. I know he's saying, Oxford will sit back and hope for a point. I kind of hope they do, because then, it's just on all ball. We've got all the ball, and we can just.
It's the same here with Sheffield United. They're compact, they're composed. So are Cardiff. There's no real. It's a bit like a game of chess at the moment. You're waiting for somebody to make the mistake.
It is.
And listen, if Cardiff just keep doing what they're doing, I think they could grind out a result here. I really do.
They might be able to, Aaron, but it is like Sheffield do look kind of dangerous as they're going. As they're
But
going
they haven't got any real quality though, George. That's the issue with Sheffield. They've no real quality up front.
Yeah, they don't seem to, do they? Like Tyrese Campbell, he's all right. Brewster's all right, but they're not. I don't know. They're just. It's like Leeds, isn't it? I think if we went up, they'd need a hell of a lot of surgery like we do.
Yeah, again, Cardiff just got to keep doing what they're doing. Just keep behind the ball, make it frustrating, and get them on the break. That's the best thing they can do.
Well, this is it. And,
you know, and you got to remember, George, Sheffield United are poor. They've lost 3 on the bounce.
Yeah, they have, and the confidence is a little bit frail. You can kind of see that a little bit. But Aaron, Michael's got a question for you. Do you share my thoughts about not really caring about winning the title? It's just about getting automatic promotion. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. Automatic promotion is the goal. Second, if we win it, it's a bonus. So long as we finish second, Michael, that's the only thing for me. Finish second, get up over the line, and then we can start planning the title. But I'm not bothered. You just get up. That's the main thing. That's the goal. It doesn't matter.
As long as we get up.
Daniel Farke was not told by the 49ers go and win the championship title at the beginning of the season.
No, he wasn't. He was told to get promoted, and that's how. Like I said, I don't. At this moment, I don't care what Burnley are doing, because Burnley are up there with us in the top 2.
Did you watch it? They were shocking.
They weren't good.
The referee was absolutely diabolical.
Yeah, I saw a bit of it, and then I just kind of got bored and switched it off after they got 2-1 up. But yeah, the referee had lost the plot a little bit. I did watch a little bit of Cardiff. Sorry, not Cardiff. Huddersfield. I saw a little bit of Huddersfield, and they were really poor.
Well, I was watching a bit of Town today, George.
Yeah,
on the old Sky Plus. Yes,
they were really poor.
Well, I think my little chat with the Cambridge United players has helped. I think that's the key thing.
You had a talk with them before the game.
I did. Yes, I saw. And Neil Harris, remember him?
Yes, of course. He's the manager, isn't he? There,
lovely man, lovely chat. I had a good chat with him. Yeah, lovely.
And how did that come about? You were in Huddersfield then, were you?
I was not in Huddersfield. No, I was over in Tingley, and I went swimming with my little boy at the village hotel, and they were there.
Oh, really?
So they were, yes. So I had a little chat with them and thought, let's have a little chat here. And they said, look, this is all you need to do to get 3 points there. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Wow, so that's really good. That's a really good little tidbit. That's a really
there
good.
You go. I gave them a little insight of what they needed to do.
Yeah, wow, okay.
And I take full credit.
Why were they there, though? You know what I mean?
Because
why were they there?
They travelled up. They stayed overnight. And,
in Tingley?
Yes.
Why not stay in Huddersfield, though? It's not,
it's cheaper.
I suppose. Wow, that's something, isn't it? That.
Yeah, and don't forget as well, since that you do it on this one, don't forget if you are watching live to subscribe to Talking Leeds. If you get the shout out in, George. If you are watching this, please do consider, and you'll see me and George on the old Talking Leeds.
Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Thank you for that. And Carl says, afternoon both. The good thing for us is we will know what we need. Even if we draw, Sheffield United win, it's 3 points. Because of our goal difference, we would have to drop points in 2 games. We can do it. Yeah, of course, the goal difference is massive. Kevin says, can't watch Burnley if like watching it is like watching paint dry, to be fair. Michael, the second place team wins a trophy and players win runners-up medals. Yeah, they do. I think they do.
They do. That is right. Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
So will we be going to both Sheffield, Stoke City and Bristol City matches, Aaron? I certainly won't. I know you might be. I don't know. Are you?
Oh, I will be there, George. Oh, Sheffield United had a real good opportunity there.
We will be there.
Oh, I'll be there. And you'll be in Millennium Square, won't you, George? Soaking up the,
Absolutely, yes. You'll be finding me, well, more so down at Ellen Road.
What he'll be doing is, if you're going down to Ellen Road, you'll see George on top of the club shop with a 10-pack of Stella, giving them out for free, living life on top of the club shop.
Gosh.
He'll be whipping that beard around like that. He'll be ready.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, it's good fun. But yeah, listen, it is what it is. Let's not get carried away. We've got to get there first, and we ain't anywhere near it. But hopefully, Cardiff will do us a bit of a favour here.
Yeah, hopefully, Aaron. They're not looking too bad. They're on the break, kind of devoid of a bit of quality here, but they're not too bad, are they? I think you're slightly ahead of me though, because they're just having that opportunity you spoke of there, possibly.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah, Alves has just had a good shot for Cardiff, but it's quite end to end.
It kind of is now. I mean, Raksak is, he's a bit of skill, got down the wing. But talking Leeds, one of the best Leeds United podcasts going. Love to see more of Jerry, given his years of following Leeds United. So yeah, Jerry's a big pull for a lot of people, I think, Aaron, on talking Leeds, isn't he? So he's got a very big.
He sent me a picture, a Jerry update. He's live in Oxford. He's down there having a pint of Guinness by the riverside. So he's all set up and ready down at Oxford. Is Jerry? But yes, thank you for that comment. That's a nice comment to read. That it really is.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, for that. I know you're regular on it, and you're regular on my channel as well. So it's very much appreciated. Here in both of the channels. So yes, but yes, I think Cardiff looking kind of, they're looking okay here, I would say, Aaron, actually. Not looking too bad at all.
No. I think the thing is, that if you're a Cardiff City player here, you just got to take 5 minutes into 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes each time and seize this out, because you got to remember, George, these guys, the Cardiff City, I saw them at Ellen Road when they got absolutely slaughtered 7-0, and it should have been 10. It should have been 10. It's one of your famous scorelines. But Cardiff, for me, they're scrapping for their lives, and they need points. The results have gone against them so far.
Well, the second bottom right now.
Yeah, and they need the result here to get the destiny in their own hands. I think that's the key thing. But when you look at that, Plymouth were a little bit unlucky, but Middlesbrough scraped and got 3 points today. So you'd hope that they will be down by the time we play them come the end of the season. Luton got a great result today against Derby, so that's dragged Derby into it. So you've got to think of it from a Cardiff City perspective. This is do or die, because if they don't get result today, they're literally knackered.
Well, I don't think they're knackered. They've got 3 games still to go. It's
a tall ask when you at this stage of the season, when you're in that bottom three. We've seen it with Leeds, George. Leeds have been relegated from this division, and we know what it's like, and you know how difficult it is. And every point, a point's no good for these now. They need to be winning. because they need to get the destiny in their own hands. Cardiff is a big club as well, by the way. They can't afford to go down to League One.
That's what I was saying, before, I mean, they're not immune to it, but a team like Cardiff City shouldn't really be playing in the third division of English football, really. I mean, it's a completely different argument whether they should be playing in English football at all, given the country that they are actually from. But, there you go. That's probably for another day. So, Michael says, Daniel Clark mentioned he wants to get Leeds United promoted in front of the supporters due to the last time Leeds won promotion. There were no crowds in the stadium because of COVID in 2020. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. I think that's what everybody wants, being able to celebrate it with the fans, together without any restrictions. People just want that because I don't think that's ever happened, has it? Well, not for a long, long time. So,
this is the thing. It doesn't matter for me if it's second or first.
Yeah,
you want to be able to go and experience the promotion. We were robbed of it in COVID.
Yeah, we were.
But yeah, listen, we've got to get there first. But question for you, George: have you had your fish and chips yet? Have you had
no, not yet, mate. I mean, have you? Have you gone up for them? Have you?
Well, our fish and chips, and my missus will be going to go and get them at half time, which will.
Oh, is she watching as well?
Well, she's just bathing the little one. That's why I've jumped on here because she will be going to go and get them for us. The lovely fish and chips.
Right, whereabouts are you getting them from?
Oh, it's a toss-up between the Weatherby Whaler and the Bearded Sailor.
Weatherby Whaler or the Bearded Sailor? Where are these? Are you not in Weatherby, are you?
No, in Pudsey, where we live.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go. Let me know.
Bearded Sailor, Bearded Peacock, Bearded Sailor. Maybe.
Yes. Well, perhaps it should be the Bearded Sailor you go for, Aaron. I don't know.
It is a good one. Is the Bearded Sailor? If anybody is from Pudsey or knows the Pudsey area.
And what are you getting there then? What are you going to get?
Well, I'm going to get a fish finger and chips. What do you think I'm going to get?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a fish and chips. I don't think you have to have fish and chips, does it? You could have
it's Good Friday, George. You can't.
Chips. You could have
No. You can't eat meat on Good Friday, George.
No, you can. Come on.
No. It's fish all the way. Fish and chips. I've had I've had my toast this morning. I had a slice of margarita pizza from Costco, and now I'm gonna have my fish and chips. No meat on Good Friday.
Well,
they're in. They've scored, George. Sheffield United have just scored.
All right.
It's Gus Hamer.
Well, you're ahead of me, but there you go.
Oh, bugger.
Well,
Gus Hamer. It's a cheeky. You'll see it in a second. Cheeky goal. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's 1-0 Sheffield United.
Well, what can you say about that?
Well, it is to be expected, isn't it? We can't expect any favours from anybody here. Watching the replay here, good build-up from Sheffield United. They're working it hard. They're passing it through. Gus Hamer, Rackets could be offside, but Gus Hamer, yeah, it's poor officiating.
He's offside.
But it is a goal. No, it's not offside. Rakasu is offside, but he's given it. Yeah, it's fine. It's a shame because Cardiff have done really well. And now they've got a real mountain.
Yeah, they have.
They've got a real mountain to climb.
Yeah, he just nicked it in, didn't he? But yeah, that to be expected, like you said, I mean, it's the pressure is on. If it ends up 1-0 to Sheffield United, the pressure is on Leeds, isn't it? Really, but we've got to say, even if they win, we've got to win. It still stands at 5 points. So,
and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? And we just need to hold our nerve and win because, yeah.
I just want to jump on your comments there. A couple of people have said, agree with your co-host, says Kevin, no meat on Good Friday. And fish is the staple food for Good Friday due to the Last Supper, which consisted of fish and herbs. There you go. That's why, George, I'm having my fish and chips.
No, I understand the concept of it, absolutely. And I know
it's the busiest day of the year for the chippies around the world. Well, not around the world, but in the UK, it's the staple which everybody has. They're queuing around the block, apparently.
Is that correct? I
Apparently
don't
so.
know, but fair enough. No, that's fine.
Mm.
I do understand the concept of it. Of course, I do. I know the story and the idea and stuff like that. But I must
Did you
admit,
not have fish and chips on Good Friday when you were a youngster, George?
no, never had anything like
No.
that. Never went. With traditions like that. No. Um,
Anyway.
Carl says it's another game ruined after Burnley. I've enjoyed building my IKEA flat pack furniture than the football so far. Yeah, well, I mean, who doesn't like
And don't forget, Carl, you've been listening to us.
Yeah, I mean, you don't mind putting up your IKEA stuff, do you? Really? Michael, both Burnley and Sheffield United failed to win at Oxford this season. I think you might have already mentioned that, Michael. But yes, we recognise that it might be a difficult game. I don't think it will be as difficult as people are trying to make out, to be perfectly honest. But that's just it, isn't it? We need to find a goal early. But
dangerous free kick here for Sheffield United again, Josh. They've really turned up the steam here of Sheffield. That they're really looking dangerous now. They've got a dangerous free kick just outside the area.
I think they have turned up. But you expect them to. At the end of the day, they're playing at home against a
poor side,
a relegation threatened team. And that's just what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day,
all that matters is that if we get a result today, it's fine. If we don't, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It really is.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, there's twists and turns. It's a long season, Aaron, and all I would say at the moment is that Burnley, I would say, are up, and that's only because we haven't played just yet. I still think we win.
Oh, it's just hit the post.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, Harmer. We should have signed him. What
minute are you on, Aaron?
37.
Oh, well, I'm on only a 36 now.
Well, you'll see him hit the post in a couple of seconds. But yeah, listen, why on earth Leeds didn't sign him? It's unbelievable. He's a great.
Well, it was because I think they wanted way too much money for.
Yeah, but we should have just given him it. No, we should have just given him it. Oh, he's looked dangerous as Hammer.
Well, he has, but only because he's what.
But he always does.
He does always look quite, on the ball, but I don't know. Anyway. Michael, Oxford United Stadium might suit Leeds, as unlike QPR, Portsmouth and Luton, it is not a tight ground where the crowds are on top of you. It's a big, wide-sized stadium for players to exploit space. You're right, Michael. It's it's not a tight little ground. It's a nice little ground, isn't it? And hopefully, hopefully we can exploit the space, like you said, and and win the game. But it's going to be really, really, it's going to be nervy, isn't it, Aaron? Come 8 o'clock, and yeah. But this game, I don't think this game's finished just yet.
Anyway, George, I'm going to have to shoot, but keep up the good work, and I will see you soon.
Yeah, all right, mate. Thank you for joining me there. And
pleasure. I might jump on again with my fish and chips and let you have a
do what you want to do. If I continue with it, you know what I mean? But, you've got your link there, haven't you? So whatever you want to do, if I'm still doing it or he's gone. But, yes, remember to, subscribe to Talking Leeds if you want to. Me and Aaron speak every week. He does match reactions with Jerry McNamee as well. Jerry goes to every single Leeds United game and gives his good thoughts on them afterwards with Aaron. So, Michael, I don't think it's a game for Aaronson, as Oxford United are a big physical team. Yeah, but let's be honest, Michael, he's probably going to play Aaronson, isn't he? Again, I would have said, unfortunately, hasn't been in the best of form as Brendan, has he? But he's a really big supporter of him, is Daniel Farke. So he probably will end up playing. But it'd be interesting to see. The lineup will be coming out in just under an hour's time. So a bit of a ruckus there with Raksaki and O'Dowda. Tyrese Campbell comes in and gets involved. The goalkeeper's trying to break it up. It's still 1-0 to Sheffield United on 40 minutes now. So thank you for joining us, everybody. Obviously, Sheffield United 1-0 up. Not the scoreline we would like from a Leeds United point of view, but it really, things are really going down the wire just now, aren't they? So let's just wait and see how how the second half of this game pans out, the rest of this game. So it's not just done yet, Cardiff might have the odd opportunity on the break, here and there, who knows. But obviously Sheffield hit the post as well. Yes, we are, Michael. James is my twin brother. We've just done a podcast before I came on here for Talking Brazil Ball, there was another round of fixtures in the Brazilian Serie A in the week. So we just did another pod to look at those results. So that is on YouTube and Spotify now. If you fancy checking that out, it's an hour long. Me and James talking about the latest round of Brazilian games. So yeah, go and check that out if you want to. Sheffield United advance now down the right hand side with Raksaki into the middle, just on halfway line. And yeah, it looks a little bit like Sheffield United have really controlled the sort of latter stages of the first half. Cardiff really haven't come with anything, other than kind of combative play, really. But yeah, Sheffield United have it back in the middle now. Getting up the pitch on the left-hand side. Tyrese Campbell has it in the left wing position. He goes back. And now they're just playing with it a little bit on the way down to half-time. Yeah, Cardiff do, Kevin. They're in the relegation zone, mate. So they're trying to avoid relegation. The second bottom at the moment are Cardiff City. So they've got everything to play for. They've got the divisional status to protect at this point. So they really are. They've got it all to play for, really. And they're just in here. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. But so they've got a lot to play for of Cardiff City. So they really do need to win this game. So they need to go for it a little bit more in the second half. You kind of have to say that, really. But we'll see what happens from here. I would say I might duck out at half time, everybody, because I will go and get some dinner and everything. But thank you for anybody who's joined me here today. And will I be doing a watch along for the Burnley Sheffield United match? Depending on what the time is, I probably will be doing that, Michael. So yeah, and I probably will end up doing the whole of that game. I think. I think it's on at 5:30, isn't it? So it's a big one to watch. But yeah, I think this one just looks a little bit. I'm not sure. It's a 5:30 kickoff, right? Yeah, well, yeah, I probably will then. At least some of it. You know how it goes if you watch them, Michael. Sometimes I do the whole game. Sometimes I just do half the game. It really depends on one, how the game is looking, and two, what I'm doing as well. So I do like to try and get on though, and at least do one half, if not all of the game. So yeah, but I think I might just duck out at half time here. Really, it's looking a little bit little bit poor this match, and yeah, but you never know what can happen in football. There are 3 people still watching, so thank you for watching as well. I've been on for an hour now, so yeah, there's just a man down. There's Ragsaki down. As you see, Chris Wilder a little bit pensive. 1-0 is the score. I think Gustavo Heimer is it a corner? It's a nice little goal that. Yeah, it's a nice little goal, to be fair. But yeah, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to. Yeah, we'll be on and talking Leeds as well if you want to subscribe over there as well. The channel is growing. So yeah, anybody is welcome, everybody is welcome, as they are on my channel, The Bearded Peacock. So yeah, everybody's welcome. Only 2 minutes added on, so like I said, I will be ducking out at half time. But thank you for joining me, everybody. And yeah, let's hope for a win tonight. Gosh, I mean, I won't do a watch along for Leeds because yeah, let's just sit and watch it really and dissect it and all that kind of thing. So yeah, but going into the end of the season, if there is a little bit of a nothing game for Leeds, I might do one if I can for a Leeds game, and I think that would be really good. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that, and yeah, I hope you're good. And if you haven't already, check me Oxford preview out. I will be doing a review of it maybe later on after the game is finished. So check that one out. I might even come on live. There's a kind of a live match reaction possibly straight after the game potentially. Let's see how tired I am at the end of the day. Let's wait and see. We are coming into half time now in this game. And yeah, still 1-0 to Sheffield United. Let's see how it ends up. But thank you, Kevin. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate that, mate. And yeah, keep coming back, keep commenting on the videos. And yeah, I'm trying to do a few more watch-alongs and things like this. So yeah, so join in and hope you enjoy it. Obviously, let's hope for a Leeds win tonight. And yeah, hopefully by the look of it, they're going 2 behind us. So hopefully we can bridge that gap to 5 again come this evening. Cardiff have just got the ball down on the right-hand side. It's going to be thrown in, and then I think the whistle's probably going to go. Yeah, that's it. Half-time, Sheffield United 1, Cardiff City 0. So thank you, everybody. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, Leeds. Let's have a win tonight.